Not again.
Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm wearing my Wild Wild West shirt. Got this at Goodwill. But yeah, it has been over a year since the Warner Brothers disc controversy happened, and a lot of you guys had the same issues I was having. But damn fool Idealistic Crusader just did an update video, and there was quite a bit of new information. There is an easier way to check if your disc were manufactured in that plant in Pennsylvania. And I'll get to that. But I wanted to give you a list of sub companies under Warner Brothers, because initially I was only looking at Warner Brothers, but they also own other companies. I found that out when I was watching Poltergeist and then looked it up. So here are some studios owned by Warner Brothers that also fall into that era. And, well, not every time, but you get what I'm saying. These companies in that time frame from 2006 to 2009, to be safe, I think they ended in 2008, but just to be safe, 2006 to 2009. So if these companies definitely check, as well as all of your other Warner Brothers titles. So Artisan is one that I didn't think about at first. New Line, HBO, I found that out with Everybody Loves Raymond. Magnet, Magnolia, MGM, TNT Originals, mainly VHS, but they did release some to DVD. Hanna-Barbera, the initial run, Cartoon Network, and Turner Classics. So any of those companies, double check those as well. I'm in the process of going through my collection again, cause Idealistic Crusader, he went through his collection again, and he found some that were affected. So clearly it's not, if it works now, it's gonna work in the future. If it has that code from the plant, odds are it's gonna go bad at some point. So that's a bit of a bummer. Caleb, I think, is just, if he finds a title, he'll replace it, but he's not going to go through his collection again. But I figured since it's been a year, let's see if we do have any affected. So there is a easier way. I'll share Crusader's photo here. You want, it's on the front of the disc, or sometimes the bottom of the disc. You want to look for IFPI. That's where the manufacturer code is. And if after the IFPI, if it starts with 2U or 2F, that means it was made at that plant in Pennsylvania. If it starts with K, that means it's made in Mexico. And there are a few other ways to tell other plants. And if your case has that little stamp on mostly the back, I'll try and get a picture here. If it says made in Mexico, your disc is safe. Okay, with all of that out of the way, I think we're just going to jump right in, go from shelf to shelf. Today we're going to focus on getting everything out. Then I will have to test them. Then we will come back with a list of affected titles. This time I'm going to make a note in my app if that movie has the code. Because if it doesn't have the code, more than likely it's safe unless it has scratches. So I'm going to make a note of that and if it works or not. So those are the two things we're going to definitely mark down. Last time I don't remember having that many problems with snapper cases. So we will check that again. But I'm going to look for the code IFPI TU or TF. So that code I had initially, turns out that doesn't mean anything. That's not the plant code or anything. So I was looking at the wrong code, gave you guys the wrong code. So this code is definitely what you want to look for. I'll put it there as well. Okay, let's get started. I will put the list of sub companies down below in the description. So if you missed it when I was saying it, go down there, double check. I will also link Idealistic Crusader's channel and the video I'm referencing. So if he has bare pictures, so definitely go watch his video and he breaks down how you can tell about the plants. So definitely go check out his video. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I got an example here. It's a little hard to see from far away, but this made in Mexico. This is universal, but obviously the same thing applies. We're sticking to DVDs. I have heard some people say that Blu-rays were affected as well. Now, I haven't had any issues personally. The only thing I could think of that's close to that is Texas Chainsaw 2. That Blu-ray did not work for me, but it was scratched. The whole disc was scratched. So I don't think that was disc rot. If you guys have had issues with Blu-rays, definitely let me know. But for as far as today, we're going to be focused on DVDs. So we're going to start here and, work around, go here and work our way around the collection. Obviously, Disney, we don't have to worry about. That's one good thing they did when doing physical media. And anything from the archive collection is safe. So, alright, let's get this. I'll put this over here. We'll kind of dive deep for the first few to give you some examples. Then we're going to do a lot of this off screen, but I want to show you guys what to look for. Okay, so we do have quite a few right off the bat. We have Cinderella's Story. Look on the back. 2004. So in theory, it should be safe. but let's see if we can find that code anywhere. Code right there. IFPIL something. So we knew it was safe before. I mean, I think those scratches will play a bigger deal. But 2005, so that's before the companies. Let's see what else. What a Girl Wants. Need to check that. This is safe. Warner Archive. Let's see, that's all safe. Okay, Suburgatory. We need to check that out. HBO. These two. And OC. I will check those out. Let's see. Okay. Start with the date. 2003. So that should be safe. I'll check the code anyway. Let's see. Yeah, that's R something. So that's before the time. Let's see. I think this... Oh, that is made in Mexico. So that's safe. 2012. Let's see. Easy so far. 2005. What year was Suburgatory? 2012. So that's safe. Okay. So the first one is safe. Well, I have to check OC here. These could be, let's see, is there a date? 2004. So that should be safe as well. Yeah, that's L9 after the IFPI. Let's see, so if that's 2004, that means if these are a year apart, 5, 6, ooh, okay. We have to check 2 then. Let's see, what year was this? 2005. So again, should be safe. Let's see, L9, same thing. That was a different plant. Obviously, this is going to be right on the line here, I feel like. 2006. Yep, 2006. So, and with the fold out, this was definitely made at that plant. Let's see. IFPI L9. No, it has L9. Are all of them L9? Yes. Huh. Okay. So they're all L9, wherever that is. So let's check the last season here, which is my favorite by far. That would be a bummer if this is messed up. Wait, check the date. 2007, yep. Definitely in, no, that's L9 as well. Huh. So these were all made at a different plant. That's good to know. I do want to get, there is a complete series because a lot of these are scratched. So, but they're not from the company, so that's good. Okay, second shelf. I'm going to do these, then do the rest off camera, and I want to skip to horror, because a lot of the other companies, Magnet, New Line, Artisan, those are going to be in horror. Like I have a Magnet title here. There's some Artisan over here. There's a Magnolia there. So we're going to jump ahead. I'm going to find a few examples of these other studios. So, yeah. So we'll show this real quick. I'm going to keep them in stacks so I can write all this down and get the details for you. 2005, 2015, that's, yeah, made in Mexico. What year was this? 2016. Okay. Screen media. I don't think that was a part of it. What year? This is a new line title. I don't see a year. Okay. Well, we'll open it up and check. Don't see it on the front. IFPIL. Huh. I'm not seeing the 2U code that he was talking about. Huh. Maybe that's why a bunch of these work. Let's see. Walk to remember. What year was this? 2002. So this should be fun. I'm guessing L9 as well. Yeah. So I guess if it was before 2006, it's going to have the L9 code. Let's see. Joe versus the volcano. L9 again. Man. Okay. I was hoping to find a 2U, but oh, this was before 2002. So, so let's jump ahead and find some other examples. We'll go ahead and look at magnet here. Return to Sleepaway Camp 2008. So that falls right in the middle. Well, towards the end, really. Let's see. What is the code? IFPI L906. Wow. Okay. I guess I'm just really lucky, or because that is the date. Let's see if I can find something else. When was Night of the Demons 3 released? Don't see a date. Okay, well, let's check it. Okay. Nope. LT. Interesting. Alright. So, I'm going to keep looking off screen. I'm going to find some better examples. So, turns out I was once again looking at the wrong thing. I found this stack already with the code. The L9, IFPI L9 in the inner ring does not mean anything. You have to look right here in the middle of the plastic. Get like a magnifying glass or something. You can barely see that. I don't know if I can get close enough to show you, but it says 2U in the middle. So I was just overlooking it. Yeah, you can't really, it is very hard to see, but it would be like right here or on the inside as well. If I can find, I'll try and get a better look of it. Okay, I'm trying trying to do my best here. It's at the top here. Let's see. You have to like move the light. See there? You can barely see it. IFPI 2U. I can't tell what the other numbers are, but it's at the top there. You see it? So, yeah. Had to do a vertical video to show that because of the focus. So, yeah, these two have the code as I suspected. I'm like, there's no way with this packaging they were not made at that plant. So this stack is all from here. So now we will move on to this section. I'm just listening to some YouTube as I work here. So, gotta check Mary Kate and Ashley again. Fingers crossed those are not affected. Because I did have some Scooby-Doo that was messed up. Let's see, where's that? Oh, some of What's New Scooby-Doo, specifically season 1, would not work. So that's a disrupt candidate. And the first volume of Richie Rich. So keep those in mind as well. We'll have to look at all this here. But let's look at a Magnolia title, since that is on the list. Nope, this was made in Mexico, so we do not have to worry about that. And it was 2005. So we're set there. Let's look at, wait, where is it? Oh, let's look at this again. This is a magnet title now that we know what we're looking for. So it would be on the inner ring here. That is very hard to see. I can't see that code. No, I think that one's still okay. But yeah, as I'm going, I'll let you guys know. Here's another artist, artisan, Blair Witch. Let's just take a look at these. Hopefully this was a re-release. Yeah, that has a bunch of numbers. Yeah, that doesn't have the code. Let's see, what year was this? 2001, so that's safe. Yeah, 99. Okay, those are safe. We'll just keep going along, and as I see something, I'll let you know. Okay, so we got hit pretty hard in kids, which, figured that. But it is really hard to see the codes. You gotta be in the perfect light. It's this little ring here. I'll put another picture right there. Hopefully I can get one. But it is very hard to see the code. You gotta get a magnifying glass and hold it just at the right angle in the light. But yeah, I am finding a lot more. But that was to be expected. Going through documentaries here, you gotta look at the dates too, or if it says made in Mexico, those are the things you want to look out for. Because obviously if it's 2005 or before, you don't have to worry, or 2010 and later, you don't have to worry about. But all these fall in the time frame. These two as well. Okay, I'm gonna go through animation, and if there's anything else, I'll put it on film and I'll show you guys. But for the most part, I'm gonna do a lot of the rest of this off off camera, really push through. Luckily, a lot of Mary Kate and Ashley, those are all before 2005. And the ones that are in the years were made in Mexico. That code starts with K. So, very fortunate with those. Scooby Doo, I feel a lot of those were made in Mexico as well. So yeah, not too many snapper cases, just a few so far. One, two, three. Well, a few over there. But not too bad. So I'm feeling somewhat optimistic, even though those all have the 2U code. But yeah, we will definitely add up everything at the end, because I want to log all these into the app so I'll know what to upgrade. And if any of these are on Blu-ray, I don't, probably a lot of them aren't, but they've probably all been re-released, I would imagine. Like I know the OC has, and stuff like that. I'm sure there's probably a Shiloh collection as well. So all things to consider when you're going through your guys' collection. A lot of you guys got hit hard with TV shows, and I certainly did as well. With Everybody Loves Raymond not working, Gilmore Girls, Batman, some Scooby Doo. So definitely that's what to look out for. But I want to do another video year later. We've done quite a few here. Last year was the year of disc rot, so yeah. But I'm feeling a little better. It's not as hard to go through it now because we know that code to look for. So let's keep chugging along here and see what we find. Alright, it's the next day. This is all the affected titles we have found so far. When we first started, I told you guys I was looking at the wrong thing. It is very hard to find. Luckily, all the Mary Kate and Ashley and most of the Batman and Scooby Doo were all made in Mexico. It had the K code, so that is very fortunate. So we have done that. We've done this animation, documentary. We did all these shelves up here. We did comedy. So all we have is these shelves here, which is a lot of horror, thriller, sci-fi, etc. So not too bad. I was fearing the worst again, but luckily we know what to look for. Definitely go check out Idealistic Crusader's video. I'll put a picture there, and it will be linked down below. I've mentioned that, but it's a very good video. So good, in fact, I had to check everything again. So go check that out. We've been chatting back and forth about the war situation. Some people have gotten stuff back when they have sent it in, but a lot of people and even some viewers, you guys have commented that you didn't receive anything. Some have received stuff, some have just replaced it without contacting Warner Brothers, but it's kind of hit or miss. They have made a statement, not really saying the issue or how to fix it, so maybe eventually they will and make it right, but until then, we're kind of on our own. And one thing I have noticed going through, a lot of the snapper cases are way before the time period. They're all like 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, in that range. I have only seen a few in the time period that we're talking about. So if you have snapper cases, most of the time they're going to be way before the Disra era. So, okay, all that out of the way, we're going to get back to it, and I'll jump ahead and I'll let you know the results. Then I'm going to do a list. How many titles were affected? How many did not work? All that kind of stuff. So we'll look at that at the end. Alright, let's continue. Okay, we've added a few more. So this is what we're working with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stacks of, I don't know, 10 or more each. So few hundred titles affected, it looks like, so far. This is mainly horror right in here, and then the rest of the room. So a lot of horror and sci-fi, probably to be expected. A lot of kids' titles as well. So we are going to go through. I'm going to categorize snapper case, what year, if it doesn't work, I'm going to make a note of that as well. And the companies, I'm going to split up New Line, Warner Brothers, Artisan, whatever company it is, I'm going to make a note. And also, if it does have a Blu-ray release and I need to upgrade it. Some do. I doubt Lawnmower Man 2 does. But I think some of these certainly do. So we're going to test all these. It'll probably take several days. And then we are going to end with that list. So stick with me and we'll see what's affected. As I'm going, I might tell you, shoot a few clips of if anything is messed up. I might tell you each time. Hopefully we won't. Fingers crossed, none of these stop or don't play. So yeah, fingers crossed we get that outcome, and then I'll get with you at the end. So our first casualty is, rumors have it, about 20 minutes it just completely stops. So obviously Discrot 2006 has the code. So our first casualty, 54 in. So I've tested 54 all of them are fun. I'm making notes here. Only one snapper case so far. Spawn. These two were before 2006, so I took those off. But we are 54 in, well, 55 now. I checked that one after it. And only rumor has it is affected. So that's a pretty good betting percentage. Pretty good hit rate. A lot of MGM titles had the code magnet, hit pretty hard there. So yeah, luckily not a movie I watch a whole lot. I was actually going to trade this in if, it had worked, but now I'm just going to toss it because I need cases. So since it's affected and it doesn't work, obviously I'm not going to trade in because it doesn't work. So I'll keep the case. But yeah, we are testing this stack next, and we still have we have 6 stacks left to test. So it's going to get in the hundreds, maybe 200. I have no idea, but if we have another affected title, I'll tell you again, but hopefully we'll be at the end and we'll look at all the numbers, how many from each studio, how many were affected, and all that. So, alright, I'll toss this and keep testing. So one more added to the list, number 70, the invasion, does not even load to the menu. In the previews, it starts skipping, and then it wouldn't even let me load the menu to play the movie. That's crazy. Never had that happen. This one I do want, so I will have to add this to my wish list and get the Blu-ray at McKay's, because it is a great remake. So I do want to get that. So that's the first bummer. Rumor has it not really a film I'm too disappointed by not seeing again, but this one hurts. So yeah, we are finding affected titles. So yeah, gonna have to get the Blu-ray for this, sadly. But let's continue. Oh, Polar Express is coming up. That could be another hit. But let's continue. Whew, okay. We got hit 3 more times on this page. Yeah. 2 of these hurt. Take the lead. Got almost to the end, like the last few chapters stopped, but Take the Lead is not one I revisit a whole lot. So License to Wed, however, that one we will have to upgrade. I like that one. Robin Williams is really good in that. Mandy Moore, John Krasinski. Yeah, that we are going to have to find on Blu-ray. Does have a Blu-ray release, but Gonzo, as far as I know, does not. This one almost got halfway, then just stopped. Like all of them do with the disc rot. Comments down below, does this have a UK release or something? I don't believe it has a Blu-ray release. I could be wrong, but that was a tough page there. 4 of the 5 have been on this page. So hopefully when we flip over, we're going to see a lot of no's here. Some good titles. Otis, maybe. That might, I don't know. But it's really scratched, so. But yeah, 4 titles is tough. That's a tough break. Especially some I like Johnny Depp narrates this. So yeah. So yeah. Oh, fingers crossed it will not get any worse than this. But yeah, 4 titles on that page alone. So finished that page, started a new page, and the second one in is affected. The hit rate is getting higher here. Wait, where were we? Oh, yeah, okay. We did this page. There was only one on this whole page. Now we started this page, and we had 4 more here. Flipped over. Second one, V for Vendetta. So I knew I was going to have some affected because Idealistic Crusader had some. So really, if they have the code, it's just a matter of when it's not going to work. I don't think there's dodging bullets. Now, some, maybe the glue was done correctly. Maybe those will last. Like, all these that didn't have an issue. Possibly. I'm still unsure about that. But yeah, if it has the code, eventually it might go bad. So yeah, that's a bummer. This was the 2 disc. The second disc didn't even load. It would get to the menu and it would glitch out. The movie played up until she sees him for the first time. Then it glitched out. But this is on Blu-ray. I'm just hoping I don't find anything that is not on Blu-ray. Like Gonzo. Gonzo really is the only one that I know is not on Blu-ray so far. So we're going to keep testing. We'll see how many more on this page. I'm hoping it slows down. I am expecting maybe 10, hopefully. I'm just hoping it's not going to get in the 20s. That would be rough. And the shows, I'm hoping those, oh man, I don't even want to think about it. But yeah, V for Vendetta has been hit. So if we were playing Battleship, that's a direct hit. So yeah, where are we up to? 6, I believe. So 6 out of 85 so far. Texas Chainsaw Remake is next. So I'll update you again if we finish or if there's another title. So some good news. I can put no here. Tested that. So outside V for Vendetta, everything on this page worked. I had a few before the time period. I thought I checked that, but anyway, all the rest worked. Was really worried about the horror, but They all worked fine. I probably will eventually upgrade those anyway, but they were not affected. So we're up to 110, and we have had 6 affected so far. So yeah, on to this stack now. So it's the next day. We start a new page here, and the fourth one down, the number 23. This one I knew when I started playing it, it was having issues. The previews were acting weird, and then I got to the menu, hit play, and it wasn't the movie, it was some girl in front of a whiteboard. I think that must be the behind the scenes. So then I hit menu again and went to select scene, started it, and then like the third or fourth chapter, it just stopped. The screen went black, so that's just. But it acted so weird. Menus are obviously a big part of the problems they were having, because several of my menus, some won't even get to the menu, or you can't pick anything once you're on the menu. So yeah, we'll have to replace that. And then I didn't do a great job checking, because 96, 2003, 2004, this had the code made in Mexico. So I didn't check all the dates apparently. Just if it had the code, I just kind of threw it in. But if it was any of these dates, you should be fine. But this is smack dab in the, was this 2009, I think? 2007, I don't know. But yeah. That is a bummer. So I'm going to have a lot to upgrade at McKay's this year. Well, in a couple months when we go. Literally the next one, the New World, is affected. It's a long movie. It gets to about 2 hours and something out of 3. Just stops. So yeah. This page is 2 out of 5 so far. Whew. Luckily, this one I would have probably just traded in anyway if it had worked. But now I'm getting some cases. One positive. We'll have a few to upgrade to Blu-ray though. So, but luckily this one, not one, is a beautiful film, but not one I rewatch a whole lot, obviously. So besides the 2 back-to-back here, number 23 in the New World, all the rest of these were fine. And we're starting on this side with the Good German. Go all the way through this one. Then we have a whole nother page, and then half of a page left. 212 is the number. So we'll see how many of the rest of them are affected. So we made it down to 148. House on Haunted double feature. The first one plays about halfway. Then I flipped it over. The second one will not play at all. So hopefully this one is on Blu-ray. I think it is, but not sure. 2007 is when this was released. But I think, if anything, maybe the individual snapper case release, because that was 1999. So this was released when the second one was made. So yep, gonna have to upgrade that. That is a bummer. Really like the first one. I did filming locations for that at Islands of Adventure. So we'll just keep making our way down. So, very next one, Creepshow 3 does not work either. Got about 30 minutes in, completely stopped. Not the best sequel in the world, certainly. So, not a huge loss for me. I was probably gonna trade this in anyway, but yeah. Creepshow 3, if you guys enjoy it and have this in your collection, you better check it. So, on to the next one. Hopefully, the very next one is not affected. It's weird how that works out when that's happened a couple times where it's back to back. Ah, crazy. So one more, finish the list. Pan's Labyrinth, 159. Yeah, about halfway, like a lot of them, and just stops. Guillermo del Toro, one of his best movies. I'm pretty sure this has a Blu-ray release. What year? 2006. So definitely be on the lookout for this one. And we have a couple more days probably of... I'm averaging about a list a day because, gotta do it at night after work and stuff. So, yeah, that's a bummer. We'll upgrade that eventually. Okay, ended, checked all of them. We had 4 more affected titles. The Pebbles and Bam Bam Show did not even get to the menu. That's going to be a theme here, a couple of these. So, but this has been released. Then the OC seasons 3 and 4, most of the discs did not even get halfway through. That's a bummer, but these were also re-released in a complete series set. So yeah, that's not an issue. Then Robot Chicken Season 1, about 40 minutes in or so, just completely stopped. And we will take a look at all the ones affected again. So out of 212, how many did we have? I'll get the total. So we had 15 affected. Here we go. Take a screenshot, lasts longer. My buddy Tampa J. Let's just go through them again. Rumor has it. Don't really care about replacing that. The Invasion, have to replace that. I love this remake. It is so good. All the Invasion films are really good. Take the Lead, don't really care about that. License to Wed, I have to find the Blu-ray of that. This is only one that's going to be an issue. Gonzo. Caleb thinks he can find a digital copy of it, though. Make a backup disc, maybe. We'll see, because there is no, as far as I know, there's no foreign release of this. I think this was the only way to get it. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, definitely leave a comment. I'm pretty confident there was not a Blu-ray release though, so I'll figure out what to do with that. V for Vendetta, obviously I won't. There is a Blu-ray. I was fortunate that most of these have a re-release. Luckily, I did not collect a lot of older titles that have never gotten a re-release. So we are hashtag blessed in that sense. But I need to replace that. Same with the number 23. Love this movie so much. One of Jim Carrey's underrated performances. He is so good in this movie. Yeah, great thriller. The New World, don't really care about losing that. It's a long movie. If I'm gonna watch a movie about Pocahontas, I'm gonna watch the Disney anime classic, obviously. Then House on Haunted Hill, just get the older release, unless there is a there probably is a Blu-ray of the original one. Well, the remake. So I need to replace that. Creepshow 3, not the biggest disappointment in the world. That, don't really care a whole lot about. Pan's Labyrinth, I need that Blu-ray. Look, great use of practical effects, Guillermo del Toro. Robot Chicken, sad to lose, but only really have it for the Scooby-Doo episode. Not a show I watch a whole lot, although it is pretty funny. OC seasons 3 and 4, there has been a re-release of that, because I love that show. I can't live without the whole series, especially 3 and 4, with, was her character Tatum? Yeah, I forget, Autumn Reeser, something like that. Then the Pebbles and Bam Bam show, which there was a re-release version of this. Let's see if I can. The Diamond Collection did this, so I will have to find that. So that is the update on Warner Brothers Disc Rot, wearing my Scooby-Doo villain shirt. That is our update. 4 double-sided pages of affected titles, which I will have to log in my app, because if those, I'll know if it doesn't work, the reason. So I'm still unsure about, because a lot of these I know I did test, some I know I did not test. So is it a ticking time bomb situation? It feels like it is, because some of these I did in fact check. So it's pretty much a scenario, if your movie or show has the code, eventually it probably won't work. So upgrade as many as possible if they do in fact have a Blu-ray or re-release after 2010. Definitely do that, because had to double check because of Crusader's video. I figured it's been a year. There are probably some affected. Didn't think 15, because I don't think we had that in the original video. We learned a little more with the code, what to look for as far as that. If it's made in Mexico, it is safe, which thankfully a lot of Scooby-Doo was manufactured in Mexico. So hopefully I helped you guys out. We learned a little. We did have some affected tiles, but could have been a lot worse, much like the first video. So that is going to do it. Comments down below. Have you double checked your collection? Do you have any more affected titles? Definitely check those sub studios as well. New Line, MGM, Magnet, HBO, where some other ones, Magnolia. I think that's all of them. New Line. I think I said all of them. So yeah, definitely check those other studios as well. Upgrade to Blu-ray what you can. Definitely check out McKay's. You can find a lot of Blu-rays for under $5 in most cases, unless they're, rare. So I will be going there soon. I will be trying to find all of the ones I want to keep on Blu-ray. So that is going to do it. I'm Josh. More videos coming as always. Until then, if I don't see you out thrifting, I will see you at the movies. Bye.